Hey guys, and welcome back. Today's video is going to be an empties. I know I just did one recently, but that was a specific concept and it wasn't nearly all of them. I have a lot more products here to share. Apologies if the lighting is going in and out. The sun is going behind the clouds and then coming back, so it's probably going to change throughout the video. Anyways, let's get into it, starting out with the biggest thing here on the top of the basket. I have this body wax kit from the brand Flamingo. They also have a face waxing kit, which is really great. I feel like this is super easy and accessible if you want to try waxing at home, but you are kind of intimidated by it. It's definitely a lot easier than trying to sugar wax, which is something that I kind of tried and failed at. So I was really happy to find these. My friend told me about them and they worked out really well for me. So I would totally repurchase these, but it's not like at the top of my list because I was in a little phase there where I was like just waxing everything, and now I think I'm keeping it pretty minimal. I still think for the most part, shaving is more cost efficient unless you're doing your own wax at home, like I said. But yeah, these are pretty affordable. They're easy to find at Target. And I do really like this brand Flamingo. I use their razors as well. Again, apologies for the lighting, guys. It's like really back and forth right now. Another thing that I've talked about a million times on my channel, I went through 2 of these Babe Lash serum bottles, and I am going through one right now. They just work so well. Disregard my lashes today because I used a mascara that I hate and I feel like they look so bad, but if you go back to even recent videos, you can see how they look. They work so well, and I have a link and code with them if you guys do decide to purchase, but you don't have to shop through that, of course. It's just if you decide to, there is a discount code along with my link in the description box, but I'll never stop using this serum. I just love it so much. Let's go through some skincare. I have quite a few, so I'm going to try not to spend too much time on these. The most recent probably here that I went through is this Pacifica Kale Smoothie Lotion. I talked about this in my recent vlog, and it's a decent lightweight moisturizer that you can find pretty easily because it's from Pacifica, but it wasn't my favorite. I feel like it left a little bit of this kind of residue on my hands, which is odd because I didn't experience that like on my face. It didn't bother me, and it's very thin and lightweight, and I did feel like it left my skin moisturized. It didn't make me break out or anything, but I didn't like that residue. So for that reason mainly, it just wasn't my favorite. But I recently have been using the Native moisturizer, and I'm actually obsessed with that. That is the perfect lightweight moisturizer that doesn't leave any kind of residue at all, but it leaves your skin feeling very supple and just moisturized without being like too much. So if you want a lightweight moisturizer that you can find like at the drugstore or for an affordable price, I would recommend the Native over that. Moving on the complete opposite side of the spectrum as far as price, this is a moisturizer from Fresh. It is their Black Tea Advanced Age Renewal Cream, and this was sent to me, so I didn't spend my own money on it. It is a very pricey moisturizer, and I understand like the concept of like the anti-wrinkle, firming, radiance, like these are the things it claims to do, and I did really like this moisturizer. It was a beautiful texture. I definitely felt like it helped with my skin, like clearing it up. I can't speak on like wrinkles very much. I'm only 26. I don't have a ton of concerns in that department, but maybe it did help a little bit over time. Obviously, it would be very gradual, but I did really like it, though it's very pricey. So I feel like if you wanted to purchase this, it would probably be more for those specific reasons, and you'd want a review from someone a little bit older maybe. A couple of facial sprays. I used up this rosewater facial spray from the brand Rosence. I got this from TJ Maxx. I love the glass bottle, and this is a really just beautiful rose water. I mean, it's just rose water, so it's more about the packaging that it's in that made me really like this one because it was kind of like a whole experience. So I think I would repurchase this if I saw it at TJ Maxx again. The other facial spray is the Boscia Rose Water Mist with Witch Hazel. This one I didn't like as much, and maybe it's the witch hazel in here. I don't know. I think there are some other ingredients, but I felt like it was a little bit more intense in that, like if I apply this around my eyes, it kind of stings a little bit. I felt like it dries out my skin a little bit, so this wasn't my favorite. Maybe it's, like I said, the other ingredients that are in here, or maybe witch hazel does that. I don't have a ton of experience with witch hazel, so let me know if you know. But I don't think I would repurchase this one. It's also more of a high-end brand. I went through this Farmacy Clearly Clean Cleansing Balm, and while I do prefer this one over the Milk one that I told you guys about in a recent video, I'm still hunting for like the perfect cleansing balm. The one that I want to try next is the Then I Met You cleansing balm. I've heard a few people here on YouTube raving about that, and it looks absolutely luxurious, but it is pretty pricey, and I'm trying not to spend a ton of money on skincare right now. I am going through the DHC cleansing oil, so that's like my current makeup remover. But once I'm done with that, I would like to try the Then I Met You cleansing balm. This one though is nice, but again, it's not like the best one I've ever used, though I do prefer it over the Milk one because that one stings my eyes a little bit. I went through the LaRoche Posay Hydrating Gentle Cleanser. I've talked about this in the past. I even talked about it in a skincare video that I did with like my staples, and I did really like this for a gentle cleanser, and as far as that goes, this is probably my favorite that I've used. But lately I have been wanting something that is a little bit more foamy, a little bit more, not stripping at all, but just cleans my skin and removes excess makeup really well. So this one would be really nice if you're really into like morning skincare or if you don't wear a lot of makeup. I do really like it and I would repurchase it, except I have been wanting something lately that is just the cleanser I can use all the time. You know what I mean? No matter what, nighttime, daytime, whenever. And I feel like for me, that has been the CeraVe Cream to Foam Gentle Cleanser. It's like the perfect in between. So it just depends what you're looking for. I still think this one is really good. The last skincare product I have is this one from The Ordinary. It's their Natural Moisturizing Factors. This, I don't know. It took me a while to go through because I used it for a while and it wasn't my favorite. And then I just wanted to use it up. It sinks in a little fast and doesn't leave my skin feeling moisturized the way I want it to. And it doesn't leave a residue or anything, but it's just not my favorite moisturizer. If you like something that really leaves no trace of moisturizer on your skin, you might like this, but I just prefer something that makes my skin feel slightly more just like plumped and moisturized, you know? I didn't feel like this really did that for me. I have just a couple of hair products. I went through this Heritage by Mindy ACV hair rinse, and I do prefer the Rizos Curls one. That one is more of like a scalp cleansing treatment. It's not just like an apple cider vinegar rinse. You know what I mean? That one lathers up, it cleans your scalp, but I feel like you still get the benefits of the ACV, so I like that one a little more. But if you just want like an apple cider vinegar rinse, you could check this one out, though I feel like it would be easier and more cost efficient to just like do your own situation at home, like mix apple cider vinegar with water. The only downside of that is that it will smell like apple cider vinegar, and this one has a nice scent to it. I feel like the brand's scent kind of covers up any like apple cider vinegar scent. I went through many of the Batiste dry shampoo. This is their tropical scent, which I really like this scent, but it's just not my favorite dry shampoo anymore, so I probably wouldn't repurchase this. I don't know. I think it was in my like travel drawer for a while, so I used it up. And then lastly, I have the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle Deep Conditioner. This actually, technically, I didn't use it as a hair product. I used it as shaving cream. I did use it for my hair maybe a couple times when I like forgot to bring my conditioner into the shower with me, but mainly I just used this to shave and it was nice. I liked it. Don't know that I would repurchase it. It wasn't like overly special or anything. I went through this Therabreath oral rinse just the other day actually. This is the Invigorating Icy Mint, which I prefer over the mild one because I like it to have like a minty freshness. And this really helps with like fresh breath, and that's the reason I pick up the Therabreath. But I also feel like it's probably a little bit better ingredients than like Listerine or something. I don't know. I didn't even realize I had 3 mascaras in here. And I also just today used the last of my Milk Hydro Grip setting spray. I can't really get any more out of there. It's just a little bit at the bottom. This is fine. It's nice. It works, but I still prefer my ColourPop Pretty Fresh just a little bit more than this one. So I don't think I'll repurchase that. The mascaras I went through are the Milk Kush Mascara, a little mini of this Valentino, I'm not sure what this is called, Ultra Nero? Maybe that's what it's called, mascara. This is what the packaging looks like. And then the Maybelline Lash Sensational. The thing with this Maybelline one is that this is not the waterproof version, but yet it's so hard to get it off of my lashes. So I'm not going to be repurchasing this. I remember liking it when I was younger, but then using it now, I felt like it's still really hard to get off, even though this isn't the waterproof version, and I don't like that because I feel like it pulls out my lashes. This mini Valentino mascara, I felt like it was literally the same product as the Monster Big from Lancome that you guys know I love, and I think it might even be more expensive, so just get the Lancome one. Or obviously don't spend that much on a mascara either way if you don't want to, but I felt like that one does the same thing. And then the Milk Kush mascara, this is okay. It wasn't anything super special to me. I feel like for like the way that the brush looks and just what I would expect from this mascara, I thought it would be a lot more volumizing, and I felt like it gave me more of a natural look than anything. It wasn't anything super intense or crazy. I don't know. It's not my favorite. Okay. Almost done, you guys. Oh, I did have one more makeup product. The Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I love the sprayer on this, but I don't know that it's really worth it to buy just for the sprayer. I feel like the ColourPop Pretty Fresh has a really beautiful fine mister on it as well, even though it's not the same concept. It's not like in an aerosol bottle. I feel like it does the same thing. So I also don't know that I'd repurchase this, but it was nice. I liked it when I had it. Just a couple more products. These Ollie probiotics. This is the extra strength peach flavored, I think. No, apple flavored. I use them because normally I use a digestive enzyme that has probiotics in it, but I was out and I just grabbed these at Target till I could get those restocked. And I did feel like they helped me feel a little better, but I still prefer to have an enzyme along with my probiotic personally. So I don't know that I would repurchase this either. Lastly, this Warm Vanilla Sugar Moisturizing Body Wash from Bath & Body Works. I like the formula of their moisturizing body washes, but if I'm gonna pick a vanilla scent from Bath & Body Works, it's gonna be the Vanilla Bee Noel. I know it's not available all year round, but I'm just not the biggest fan of their Warm Vanilla Sugar scent because I feel like it smells kind of like one of those cheap vanilla candles. Like, I don't know, it has like a waxy smell to me. I just don't really like this scent. Personally, I've realized it's just not my favorite. But that is it. That's the last product empty that I went through. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Consider subscribing if you want to see more content from me. If you haven't noticed, recently I have been doing this sort of every other video situation where I do a hair care video and then I do something beauty related or a vlog that's not hair care, because my content was getting stale, you know, like it was just too much hair. So next week at the beginning of the week, I will probably be posting another hair video if I can stay on schedule. Let's not jinx it though, knock on wood, this is plastic, but then next weekend again, I will plan to post another like non-hair related video. Usually it's beauty content or sometimes I post vlogs. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.